Welcome everyone to week number 10 here. It is a bye week for the Los Angeles Rams here in the 2019 season. And in this episode, we're going to be going over some stats and just looking around the league at what is going on. So, to begin with our team, let's take a look here at passing stats. Kerry Davidson, our franchise quarterback, 1,700 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions with a 74 completion percentage. He never really has the highest yardage or the highest, touchdown passes, but he's just a very efficient quarterback, and he gets the job done, and that's pretty much all that mattered. Todd Gurley, our star running back, 149 carries, 745 yards, and 5 touchdowns. He's been fantastic this season. That 5 yards per carry average, that's nice. Fernando Wake has also been solid as well. And Courtney Tharp, when he comes into the game, for that 5.4 average, that's pretty nice for him as well. So we're going to get done on the ground. You can credit our offensive line for that. Gerald Everett, our top receiver, 35 catches, 400 yards, no touchdowns. Robert Woods, 29 catches, 299 yards, and 1 touchdown. Tavon Austin, 27 catches, 450 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And then Cooper Kupp, 23 catches, 233 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Todd Gurley with 15 catches, 161 yards, and 1 touchdown. And even Tyler Higbee, 10 catches, 145 yards, no touchdowns. But he has been pretty solid for us this year, using Tyler Higbee as the backup tight end. He has picked up a lot of first downs. If I'm just thinking back through all the games that we've played. Courtney Tharp, also 8 catches on those screen passes. He does a pretty nice job. Dwayne Brown led up the most sacks, and he is sub 10, so that just shows how good our offensive line is. Now on the defensive side of the ball, you see LaMarcus Joyner with 25 solo tackles, Malcolm Randall, the rookie middle linebacker, with 24 total tackles, or rather combined tackles, Mark Barron with 45, Malcolm Randall 43, John Johnson III with 43, Marcus Joyner 41. Tackles for a loss, Aaron Donald with only 9. He's kind of slowed down a little bit this year, but still a very elite player. Malcolm Randall with 7. And then quarterback sacks, Dominic Easley leads the team with 5.5. Shane Ray, although we just traded for him from the Vikings, so you don't really look at him. Aaron Donald, 3.5. So I'd like to get a little bit more sacks, although our team is very good at getting sacks. It's just a whole bunch of players get them. John Johnson III, 3 interceptions. Malcolm Randall, 2 interceptions. Marcus Calhoun, 2 interceptions. So our defense is looking pretty nice. Obviously, we have the best defense in the league. Greg the Leg, his stats are glitched for some reason. This happened last year. It said he was 1 for 1, and he was rewarded as the best kicker because he had that 100% field goal rate. I don't know what's going on there. Now it says he's 0 for 0. Johnny Hecker's been absolutely spectacular this year, and our return game has been pretty nice. Dak Prescott leads the league with 2,643 passing yards and passing touchdowns. No surprise there. Aaron Rodgers. You can see Craig Dallenbach is second, and Dallenbach came out of that same draft class as Kerry Davidson. He was actually the first quarterback to go off the board. He went to the Jets. And now rushing, you can see Jay Ajayi actually leads the league with 834 rushing yards. Ezekiel Elliott with 11 touchdowns will lead the league in that category. Now, in terms of receiving, D.D. Westbrook with 60 catches. Yards will go to Devin Walters with 702. I don't even know who that is. A rookie, I guess. Victor Orr, though, with 11 touchdowns. This is expected. Aaron Rodgers' favorite target, new favorite target, Victor Orr. He's 6'3", he has like 97 speed. It's absolutely crazy. Alejandro Villanueva, I'm not going to try it again. He has led up the most sacks in the league. Gerard Davis with the most tackles and the most combined tackles at 71 and 83 respectively. Tackles for a loss goes to J.J. Watt with 16. Quarterback sacks goes to Robert Nikomdici, who laid the boom on us in the last game that we played. And Melvin Ingram up there as well. Desmond Trufant leads the league with 5 interceptions already. Man, he's getting it going. And kicking will go to Josh Lambo, who's 12 for 17. A lot of these kickers, actually, he kicked the most field goals, but Dan Bailey is 4 for 4. And that's actually kind of terrifying considering Dallas, they don't have to kick that many field goals. That's only 4 field goals. Oh my goodness, they must be scoring touchdowns left and right. That or just punting because they're garbage. But I think they're a very good team. We'll see here in a second. There's kicking and punting and punt returns, yada yada yada. So not too focused on any of that, but let's take a look at what matters. Cowboys with the best total offense, the 49ers with the worst. You can see we're unfortunately on that screen, but that's probably because we only play 10-minute quarters. Passing yards, the 49ers are the worst. We are the 3rd worst. Best in terms of passing yards is the Cowboys. Rushing yards, the worst is the Browns. The best is the Cardinals. And we are kind of up there. We're just above the middle of the pack in terms of rushing. Thank you, Todd Gurley. Points per game, you can see the 49ers are last, so they're not getting anything going. And we are up there as well, so that just shows how good our defense is because we are winning games left and right. We're on a 4-game winning streak, so our defense has just really stepped up. We have the best total defense, best passing defense, And, oh man, our rushing defense is actually struggling a bit. That's actually surprising. I thought we have a very good front in Aaron Donald, Michael Brockers, Malcolm Randall, but I guess we're not that good in terms of rushing. We are good, though, in passing. Quarterback sacks, we are up there, a top 5 team in that. Fumbles and interceptions, you know, that's just a simulation, I guess. You can adjust that with sliders, but the interceptions was realistic, but the fumbles, maybe not so much. Third down percentage, we are struggling on third down. We have a 47% third down percentage. We have got to get that up if we want to be a serious contender. And our red zone efficiency, though, is pretty nice, so I'll take that. We are the most disciplined team in the league. You can, credit the sliders for that as well. And our turnover differential is a +9. So we are getting the job done there. And let's take a look around the league at some of the award winners for Player of the Week. None of our guys got it, unfortunately, but if you want to go back and check that out, you can see there. The Seahawks are the best team in the league. The Patriots are the second best. We are third. Now let's go by division. The Bengals lead their division at 4-5. That is surprising. Very weak division there. The Texans and Titans both are 5-3, jousting for the top spot in the AFC South. The Patriots, once again, are on top of the AFC East, but the Jets are right there challenging with Craig Dallenbach. The Chargers, after losing back-to-back Super Bowls, want to go back once again. They are leading their division. The Vikings and Packers are both 5-3, and then in the NFC South, the Falcons and Panthers are both 5-3. Cowboys 6-2. They seem to be very strong this year with the best offense in the league. The Seattle Seahawks lead our division at 7-1. We are 7-2. And the Cardinals are 5-3. So 3 very solid teams right there. And yeah, it's a very tough division that we play in. Take a look at our past matchups. We got a win against the Panthers, win against the Steelers, loss against the Giants. That was unfortunate. Win against the 49ers, loss against the Seahawks, and then 4 straight games of winning. So that is nice. And you can see right there, what was it, 3 straight games of playing a divisional opponent. We went out of that 2-1, which is pretty solid. Beat the Browns, beat the Cardinals, beat the Saints, beat the 49ers. So 4 games in a row, and we have a bye week right here. So coming up, we'll be playing the Ravens at home, at Packers versus Bengals, at Falcons, at Cardinals versus Seahawks, and versus Buccaneers. So we do play the Seahawks and Cardinals back-to-back there, week 15, week 16. That should be pretty big to see who takes the division, and hopefully we beat the Buccaneers in the last game. Anyway, to round out this episode, you can see that Malcolm Randall is available to return. He was injured the past couple weeks, and hopefully he steps into this offense and really, rather defense, and helps us out, because he can do literally everything. That's going to be the end of this episode, guys. Comment and subscribe. Next week, we play, hold on, who do we play? We play the Baltimore Ravens, and they're not very good, so hopefully we blow them out. Comment and subscribe, everybody. Go to